The butterfly effect is the idea that tiny causes, like a flap of a butterfly's wings in Brazil, can have huge effects, like setting off a tornado in Texas. Now that idea comes straight from the title of a scientific paper published nearly 50 years ago. And perhaps more than any other recent scientific concept, it has captured the public imagination.
There's really no surprise that the chaos theory or the butterfly effect attracted people's attention worldwide. Now, while we can't prove a Brazilian butterfly causes Texas tornadoes, it is a fact that developmental disabilities can cause several medical conditions, like the one we're going to talk about today. We're First Choice Family Services, and in this video, we'll be talking about dysphagia, what it is, and how direct support professionals can help their clients cope with it. As always, if you find this content valuable, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. What is dysphagia? Dysphagia is a difficulty in swallowing. It may be a sensation that suggests a problem in the passage of solids or liquids from the mouth to the stomach, a lack of pharyngeal sensation, or various other inadequacies of the swallowing mechanism. Dysphagia is distinguished from other symptoms, including odynophagia, which is defined as painful swallowing, and globus, a lump in the throat. A quick interesting fact is that a person can have dysphagia without odynophagia, or both together. Dysphagia and developmental disabilities. So what does this have to do with developmental disabilities anyway? Well, did you know that malnutrition has been reported in up to 90% of non-ambulatory children with cerebral palsy? So, dysphagia can occur in children as the result of a developmental or learning disability. People with cognitive and adaptive disabilities are at an increased risk for developing feeding difficulties and secondary nutritional deficiencies. Problems such as poor oral motor coordination, swallowing dysfunction, gastroesophageal reflux, and aversive feeding behaviors comprise significant obstacles and threaten their clinical stability. But how to deal with a client with dysphagia, you might ask? How to help someone with dysphagia?
Here are the key points while managing a patient of dysphagia. Ensure adequate hydration and replenish any deficit electrolytes, such as sodium and potassium. Patients are usually malnourished and feeding can be started via nasogastric tube. If NG tube cannot be passed, then total parenteral nutrition via IV route might be needed. Patient might require feeding jejunostomy or gastrostomy for long-term feeding. Food consistency variation and diet modification might help some patient with dysphagia due to motility disorder.
Dysphagia is a severe condition that affects 15 million adults in the United States alone, according to SwallowingDisorderFoundation.com. Knowing that number, one can't help but think about how it might be thought of as miraculous to enjoy a simple thing like eating.
And there are times when I found myself frustrated, like, why can't you just swallow? Why can't you just do this? I just wish for you, like, I think your happiness would be so much bigger, but, you know, we all take it for granted. Every single one of us do, until you're put in a position to where it's not an option.
And that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Remember, First Choice Family Services is your information resource for the DSP industry. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay connected.